All right, we're back again with another episode of Roofer Reflections. I'm really excited to have John here, and I'm excited to learn about his background. So thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
I look on your profile, it says mindful leader. Tell me about that.
A conversation started, to say the least, but in my own pursuit of mindfulness, I found that my leadership and development is greatly supported by, first looking inward before outward. And, especially as I consider myself to be a visionary for this industry and for the customer experience at MARASUN, I always try to reflect first on, how things feel and against our values here at MARASUN. So the mindfulness is a compass of sorts.
Sure. And I think looking at your background, entrepreneurship seems to be a theme. Is that the case?
Yes. I love creating something from nothing. I would say I was always looking to find ways of doing things differently, and
Sure.
never afraid of taking the risk involved with being my own point of success and my own point of failure.
Give me some fun examples, very early days that you remember of entrepreneurship, good or bad.
It has been just such a learning experience the whole way through. I actually came to roofing through solar and worked as a salesperson in the solar industry, worked my way up and into sales management, and created a lot of operational problems through my sales success. So we built a team and really helped grow this company. And so we were seeing the proverbial hitting the ceiling on the operations and the production and just all throughout the company. And on the sales side, while I was a bit removed from that, I was also inspired to help. And so just kind of the full system thought of what this experience is for people in our shoes, but also in the home. And so there's tons of funny things that have happened along the way, that I think being able to call them funny is the secret to success, because sometimes they're not so funny in the moment, but to just embrace and make sure that we're meeting everything with compassion and recognizing that it's part of the process is our goal.
What's something funny that you find funny now that maybe it wasn't funny at the time?
Something not so funny at the time, but that we were able to resolve and kind of laugh about on the other side, both with internally and with the homeowner. We actually started tearing off shingles on the house, on a neighbor's house. Early in the morning, team got there, everything looked right. And unfortunately, we put our ladder up on the wrong house and started taking those shingles off. The homeowner came out and was a little bit confused as to why, we had 8 guys up on the roof and all this commotion going on and why we were taking their roof off. But yeah, we were able to make it right for the homeowner and also get our guys up on the right roof. So that was one of those, maybe not so funny at the time, a little bit scary, but on the backside, we can look at it and laugh.
How long have you been part of the roofing industry?
So roofing specifically, about almost 6.5 years.
Yeah. And what's been the appeal is to stick with it? Because not everyone does.
The appeal continues to grow. I love this industry. I love the other leaders in this industry, the manufacturers that we've partnered with and distributors that we work with. We just have such a really strong team of strategic partnerships that make this fun. But to be honest, I really was trying to position myself for what I believed was the future of roofing and solar, with some integrated technologies and solar shingles. And so that was really the spark for me to look at roofing. And as I really got into roofing, I recognized I was much more passionate and excited just about the roofing process itself.
And for someone that's starting out in the roofing industry or considering switching to roofing as a career, what sort of advice do you have for them?
Get a mentor is probably my advice for starting anything. There is a lot to learn, and some potentially dangerous mistakes that you just if you don't know. There's some tricks of the trade, as we can say, that others are very willing to share with you. And that, for me, starting out, I was so grateful to go to, a round of conferences and make friends with companies that seemed, ungodly large. Like, how did they get there? And, for the owners to be so humble and willing to share with me their secrets to success, both, across the board. I really love this industry in that way, where I've never met, maybe I haven't met many people at all. The majority of the industry is, if you're interested in learning and growing, they're there to help you.